Coco Gauff isn't just winning Grand Slams. She has now been officially crowned the Footwear News Style Influencer of the Year at the 2025 FNAAs. And honestly, that title lands like a sparkling blow to every rival who thought being the world #1 was all that mattered. Forget those Grand Slam trophies for a moment. Right now, the spotlight is on shoes. Which leads to the big question. How loudly is world #1 Aryna Sabalenka stomping around in her Nike sneakers after this completely off-court loss?
Well, they should have given her the trophy at the start. I mean, if they knew what was going to follow, it was just two, but just from start to finish, the way that she played to win, directed traffic, hit every ball, just so impressive, Kevin.
Do you truly believe a fashion award holds more weight than a major trophy? Or is this just another cosmic prank aimed directly at Aryna Sabalenka?
Get you somebody who cares for you like New Balance does Coco Gauff, because they've been giving her the extra special star treatment she deserves. We saw Coco's round 1 Roland Garros fit, this light gray 2-piece ensemble, but New Balance gave her another fit for Roland Garros, this darker gray dress with a cutout in the back. This is the 5th outfit Coco's wore this clay season alone. Some players only wear one outfit for like 4 or 5 months straight. She started in Stuttgart wearing this. She wore this for Madrid. She had a whole Miu Miu collab fit just for Rome. And now she has not one but 2 new fits for Roland Garros. Coco's had day and night fits at the US Open the past few years, which Nike pioneered for a while. But Coco started her own new wave, having day and night fits at the Australian Open too. And now she's bringing day and night fits at Roland Garros, where the women don't even play in the night session like that. New Balance is on another level.
The universe really does enjoy adding a twist of pain when it can. Picture this. You are Aryna Sabalenka, the fierce, dominant world #1. You battled through serving problems that once froze your entire game. You've earned 3 Grand Slam titles, spent an incredible amount of time on top of the rankings, and you're even the 2nd highest paid female athlete, just slightly behind your American rival. You command the WTA Tour with strength, confidence, and a perfectly manicured grip on the competition. You have the power. You have the wins. You have the respect, at least most of it. And then what happens? Your rival, the young and equally gifted Coco Gauff, walks off with an award declaring her the cooler, more influential figure. The Footwear News Style Influencer of the Year. Basically the Oscars of the shoe world, if you can even wrap your mind around that. The timing couldn't be more pointed. While Sabalenka is celebrating her hard-earned status as the WTA's pillar of on-court consistency, a role built entirely on exhausting, unglamorous dedication, Gauff is gliding down a New York red carpet to accept a trophy celebrating her originality and boldness in fashion. You can practically hear Sabalenka's competitive soul cracking. All that work, all that sweat, only for Gauff to steal headlines with a clever, standout outfit. It's an award for impact and influence, not for smashing a 200 kilometers per hour serve.
I don't know if you're aware of this as well, but on Twitter at least, you kind of consider like a sort of a fashion icon.
I'm glad that people kind of take notice to it. So yeah, I guess I'm on tennis fashion Twitter. I don't know.
Everyone knows Sabalenka has her own thoughts about on-court fashion. She works with Nike, one of the biggest names in sportswear. Yet the talk surrounding her outfits usually centers on her commanding presence, not her fashion breakthroughs. She often mentions wanting something more personal, even admitting she's pitched many ideas to Nike in hopes of getting outfits that feel uniquely hers.
Talk about this beautiful cutout dress you've been wearing, and what can we expect for 2026 fashion on court with you?
Yeah, I mean, this dress was kind of like, let's say, together work, me and Nike. I just threw a bunch of ideas I had, and I was able to push them to give me, in a way, like my own dress. And I think it turned out being like really cool dress. People loved it, which is important. And yeah, unfortunately, next season it just it's not gonna be that special for me. But exactly. Maybe we should just start messaging Nike, Instagram, and like putting some pressure on. But let's wait for 2027 because that year going to be sick.
It's hard not to feel for her. She's trying. She's attempting to leave her own mark, only to be gently told, maybe next time. And now the biggest stamp of approval in off-court branding has landed in Gauff's hands instead. The irony is almost too heavy for the world number one. Gauff isn't just raring what she's given, she's actively involved. Reports highlight how hands-on she is when choosing and designing her outfits, especially for the Grand Slams. She joins design meetings, chops up fashion magazines, and scrolls Pinterest like a well-paid creative teen building a vision board. This isn't a player showing up in a sponsor outfit. This is a real creative partnership. The same collaboration that produced pieces like the New Balance X Miu Miu project and the now famous New Balance white kilt-inspired corset top embroidered with butterflies and strawberries at Wimbledon. Gauff is making choices. She's making statements. And the part that surely stings Sabalenka, she's being rewarded for it. The comparison hurts. Sabalenka receives praise for her strength, determination, and consistency. She's a force, reaching Grand Slam finals across a span of 10 majors between 2023 and 2025, a display of machine-level focus. Gauff gets praise for her French Open title and Wuhan win, yes, but also for lighting up social media with a unique twist on tradition. Sabalenka is the relentless professional. Gauff is the cultural trendsetter. And this new style award just tipped the balance of influence sharply in Gauff's favor. Sabalenka may be number one in tennis, but Gauff is now arguably number one in cool. Their recent history adds even more fuel. After Gauff defeated Sabalenka at the French Open, a match where Sabalenka let a set advantage disappear, Sabalenka couldn't resist expressing her frustration. She said Gauff didn't win because she played amazingly, but because Sabalenka herself made all of those mistakes on easy balls. She even suggested that Iga Swiatek would have easily beaten Gauff. The message was unmistakable. I lost that match. You didn't win it. She eventually apologized privately and publicly, even posting a goofy TikTok dance to smooth things over. But the damage was already part of the story. Now, imagine that same Sabalenka watching Gauff receive this style award. This recognition can't be dismissed. It can't be blamed on mistakes, nerves, or conditions. Fashion judges don't have a bad day. This is a clear, clean, off-court victory for Gauff. And then there's the financial angle, which makes everything sharper. Despite being ranked world number 3 behind Sabalenka at 1 and Swiatek at 2, Gauff is still the highest-paid female athlete for the third straight year, earning $31 million in 2025. Sabalenka followed closely at $30 million. The difference? Endorsements. Gauff earned nearly $23 million off the court with partners like New Balance, Mercedes-Benz, Rolex, and others. Sabalenka's endorsement earnings are only half of her total, despite deals with Nike, Wilson, Whoop, and Audemars Piguet. The Style Influencer Award is basically the shiny physical version of all those extra endorsement millions Gauff brings in. It's a trophy announcing to the world Gauff's brand is more powerful. Gauff even talks openly about fashion inspiration. Her icon is Rihanna, someone who can pull off masculine and ultra-feminine looks. She also praised Naomi Osaka as another player with great fashion sense. Missing from Gauff's list of style standouts? Aryna Sabalenka.
A subtle but cutting omission. This entire situation is a perfectly scripted nightmare for Sabalenka. She has fought like no one else to dominate tennis this year. Her story is one of grit and emotional battles, captured even in her Nike ad about her serve, which essentially warns opponents, good luck returning this. Gauff's story, meanwhile, is being framed as effortless growth. Two-time Grand Slam champion, Forbes 30 under 30 honoree, and now a style icon. She's winning on the court and everywhere else. Sabalenka is the unstoppable engine. Gauff is the multi-dimensional star. The Style Award makes one thing painfully clear. Raw athletic dominance isn't the full measure of success anymore. You need a look, a voice, a recognizable identity, and the approval of trendsetters. Gauff has all of it. She says comfort is her priority. If she can't move in it, she won't play in it. But she also insists on experimenting and creating something fresh. She calls her design process a playground. To Sabalenka, that must feel like listening to someone describe a completely different world, one she hasn't been invited into. This is the real clash: athletic dominance versus cultural relevance. Sabalenka rules the first, Gauff now rules the second. And in today's world, visibility and branding carry enormous weight. Gauff's Style Award isn't just a trophy, it's a sparkling crown of influence that even the world #1 ranking can't override. Sabalenka can win every match. Gauff wins the attention, the endorsements, and the social conversations. It's a new definition of success. This style win probably stings more than any match loss ever could. Losing a match is just a bad day. Losing influence, that's a public reminder that someone else is shaping the culture. Sabalenka's Nike outfits, even with her involvement, remain mostly apparel. Gauff's outfits are collaborations, they're statements, they're award-winning moments in fashion history. For Sabalenka to compete in this arena, she would need a total fashion reinvention, a challenge that may feel bigger than any Grand Slam final she's ever played. She has the raw power, Gauff has the flair, and right now, flair wins the bigger checks. Gauff's offseason is becoming a collection of titles that actually outlast the moment. Forbes 30 Under 30, Style Influencer of the Year, achievements that will matter long after weekly rankings shift around. Sabalenka dominates the tennis scoreboard, Gauff dominates culture. It's the long game, and Gauff is playing it flawlessly. Sabalenka now has to figure out how to turn her fierce identity into a recognizable fashion force, or risk being remembered as the world #1 who lost the one contest she didn't expect: style. And that might be the sharpest cut of all. So the style crown sits firmly on Coco Gauff's head, and the pressure is now squarely on Aryna Sabalenka to match her power with some serious fashion ambition. Being world #1 is incredible, but being world #1 and winning on the red carpet, that's the true victory. The rivalry has officially moved beyond the tennis court and onto the runway, and this first off-season point goes to Gauff. Sabalenka may want to start grabbing those fashion magazines. It's going to be a long season. If you're absolutely here for this off-court tennis drama, go ahead and like the video and subscribe, so you'll be the first to know when Aryna Sabalenka attempts to launch her own